Hello, this is Dr. Janes, and today I'm going to use my new SAA2 network analyzer to analyze my mini Tesla coil here. Okay, and normally, like if you wanted to find out what the resistance of your Tesla coil is or the impedance, it would be kind of a difficult thing because it could be frequency dependent, and if you want to look for resonances and other things, this device can help you do that as well. And so let's say I hook up my ohm meter to the primary of my Tesla coil, right? And the primary is coupled to the secondary. The secondary is going to have losses, which is going to be an effective resistance, but you can't measure that unless you're measuring it at frequency. And fortunately, our network analyzer here can help because it can measure at frequency, and see, we're scanning right now, and we can see what the resonance is. Let's take some measurements. Okay, so I just did a calibration, and I showed how to do that in my other videos, and it looks like a pretty good cal for over this frequency range, 100 kilohertz to 500 kilohertz. And I'm going to start with the Tesla coil not being grounded. I just want to see what the resonance is there. Then I might hook up a ground and measure the resonance and the impedance and other things. Okay, so I'm just having the through measurement going in there, but let's take this guy, and we're going to hook up to, I hooked up some clip leads here to the primary of our Tesla coil. Come on. There we go. And I have a BNC adapter to SMA, and I'm going to hook that to our input of our network analyzer. Okay. And when I do that, let's see what we got here. Okay, so here's our coil and our analyzer. And it looks like we have a resonance here. And again, I showed in my other video, you can move the cursors to see what that resonance condition is. Okay. Oops, where did my cursor go? I guess it went past my mark. Okay, so let's see where this resonance is. So this will be the resonance of the coil without ground on it. And so it says it's about 336 kilohertz. Okay. And, oops, I guess it shifted a little bit. When you get into the near field of the coil, you can shift it around just through capacitive coupling. Okay. So I guess we're interfering with the resonance. Let's get a little bit further away. Okay, about 356. Okay. And just out of curiosity, let me hook up a ground to the ground of the Tesla coil, and we'll see how much the resonance shifts. Okay. Okay, so there's our setup, and this is our ground wire. And I made a special ground pin down here that I could plug into the ground socket of our wall, and I have a clip lead on the other end of that, and let's clip this on. We'll see how the resonance shifted. See that? Now the resonance is in a very different spot now. It's much lower frequency because it changes basically how you say the way the current flows through the coil. So let's check out this resonance. Okay, so this resonance is at about 280 kilohertz. Okay, and so there's that resonance for the coil. Okay, and again, if you didn't see my other video, this is yellow trace is the log magnitude of the reflection, so it's just a S11 parameter. The purple trace is the phase, so you get a phase swing at the resonance, as you'd expect. And the the green trace is the Smith chart, and of course the blue one's the through, but we're not using through. I'm going to switch one of these traces, probably the purple trace, over to impedance, because I want to measure what the real and imaginary parts of the impedance is. And actually I'm interested in measuring this without the clip on that. So let me set this up. Okay. There we go. So this has a touch screen. I guess you have a pen that you could use also, but I haven't been using the pen. I can just use my fingers. That seems to work fine. Let's see, we want to go to okay, so I just went back to the main menu. This is our main menu here. We'll go to display, and I want to change one of the traces. I'm going to change the purple trace, so I'll click on that one. Okay, so now the purple trace is highlighted up here. You can see that. And I'm going to change the format, so it has I don't know if that's showing up on the camera very well. See if I can get this better. Anyway, it says the menu options are as follow: trace, format, scale, channel. Okay, I'm going to do format next. Okay, and I'm going to change this one to we have more options on the next page. I fat fingered it. Format, more. Okay, we'll do resistance. Okay, and there we go. The purple trace is now the resistance, and I'm interested in specifically, it will actually tell you the real and imaginary parts, so it'll tell you whether it's a capacitive or an inductive load. And if you look up here, it's maybe hard to see. It says that the resistance is 939 milliohms. Okay, so a little bit less than an ohm, and we're off resonance right now. So look over here; it says 939 milliohms. And if you look on the other side, I believe that's 15 microhenries, which is about what I measured for this primary coil by itself. Okay, so that's consistent with what I expected. Let's go to resonance and see what it looks like. Okay, so we're at resonance right now, and very interesting. So we're matched at resonance, and the impedance says it's 120 ohms at resonance, and we're capacitive now. I guess 127. Well, it depends on where you are. The capacitance changes very quickly as you go through the peak. It goes almost to zero. It goes about 17 nanofarads at the resonance, and then as you go off resonance, of course, it becomes inductive over here on this side. That's 45 microhenries over there. And if we go up here, it's 93 microfarads. So it's capacitive on one side. I guess you'd expect that, and reactive on the other side. And again, as we go far away from resonance, it's close to what I measured from the inductor by itself. 17, 16, 15 microhenries, see right up there, and about 727 milliohms. Okay, so I might be able to use these parameters that I'm taking from this Tesla coil to model it in my SPICE program that I'm using to make some interesting devices with this. Okay. course, you know, at resonance it becomes matched, so it transforms the impedance. So the impedance becomes very high. See, there we go, we're at resonance, and it's saying up here the impedance is what, 50 ohms right now? And of course the reactance changes as you move around the resonance, but I believe that's 14 nanofarads on this side over here. See, 14 nanofarads. It's hard to read. It's the little white writing right there. Oops, is it up to 30 now? 27, 30 nanofarads? Because we're getting in the near field of the coil here, and it's interfering with the readings. Okay, so anyway, very interesting, huh? Measuring the impedance of our Tesla coil using our network analyzer. Okay. Anyway, this is here, let's take a look here. Anyway, very cool, huh? You can do a lot of neat stuff with this. This is Dr. Janes, and thanks for watching.